Hey y'all, it's Kitty, and today I want to talk about tea. So I love tea. I started drinking hot tea when I was about 18 years old, and I haven't looked back. And I'm actually pretty obsessed with tea. In fact, if you open my pantry in my kitchen, the whole pantry door on the inside is covered in shelves. And the only thing on any of the shelves is tea. That's how much I love tea. So I've recently had some tea adventures that I want to share with you. And then I'm going to show you a couple of my favorite teas and then show you some of my favorite tea mugs. So now let's talk about the tea adventures first. So I watch a couple of British beauty gurus. Last December I was watching one and she talked about this tea. And so I immediately had to have it. So I put it on my Amazon Christmas wish list. And it's this tea right here. It's Twinings Intensely Buttermint. And this is peppermint leaf tea that has vanilla flavoring in it. And that may sound disgusting to people, but this is wonderful. It's an herbal tea, so there's no caffeine, because it's just got peppermint, natural mint flavoring, natural vanilla flavoring. It tastes like peppermint tea that's had a pat of butter dropped in it. Again, may sound disgusting to some people, but it's delicious. So I put this on my Amazon Christmas wish list, and then Christmas came and I never got it. And I finally asked, I said, you know, did you get me that tea? Because I really, really wanted it. If you didn't get it for me, I need to go get it. And my husband said, wait, I ordered that. And so we couldn't track it because it was being shipped from England. You can't get it here in the States. And we couldn't track it because there was no tracking number. I got this tea, let's see, he says he ordered it on December 20th and I received it March 1st. So yeah, this took forever to get. And actually when I opened the box, I almost cried because what was showing when I opened the box was this. Intensely chamomile and maple. And Twinings does this a lot where they advertise another tea on the side of their box. And I thought, oh no, they sent me the wrong one. But they hadn't. Anyway, so that's the first tea adventure. And then I was watching another British beauty lady and she talked about these two. And again, I couldn't get them in the States. So I went on Amazon and ordered them from England. And they're Twinings again. This is the gingerbread green tea. This is really, really good. The people in my office said it smelled like burnt toast, but it's really good. I don't know. It tasted good. Very gingery though, but it's a sweet kind of ginger. It's not that hot ginger. And then I got this one. I haven't tried this one yet, but it's the salted caramel green tea. I bet it's delicious. You know, salted caramel is all the rage. Anyway, so I haven't tried that one yet. I'll let you know probably. Maybe I'll put it in an empties video. Okay, so I got these two from England too, but they didn't take nearly as long as the Intensely Buttermint. I think this place has actually lost my order and then found it and then shipped it to me. I want to talk about this one next. This is a recent discovery. This is another herbal. It's the Republic of Tea English Rose Tea. It says it's limited edition, and I find this at World Market, and they've had it every time I've looked. This has hibiscus and rosehip in it. Usually teas like that are very tart. This one has some stevia in it that makes it pretty sweet, so it's really, really good. Love, love, love this tea. Here's one you can find at the grocery store. This is Lipton Black Tea Bavarian Wild Berry. This is like my 10th box of this kind of tea. This is really, really, really good. I think it's just regular Lipton tea, but it has dried apple, rose hip, chicory root, cinnamon, blueberry pieces, blackcurrant pieces, orange peel, blueberry, raspberry. This is really, really good tea. And you can find it at the grocery store. And it's kind of a little nicer than plain old Lipton. Okay, it didn't come in this, but I wanted to show you guys this. This is another one of my favorite teas. And I'm almost out. This is a tea called Lady Londonderry. It's not Londonberry, it's Londonderry. This is a magnificent tea. It's a black tea that has bergamot and strawberry in it. And the bergamot is what's in Earl Grey tea that makes it so delicious. But this is a smoother Earl Grey, but then it's got the strawberries in there. Oops, got my lipstick on it. This is one of my favorite teas. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And the little container I got it in is from the Stash Tea Company. I really, really like these because they have a little rubber stopper. Anyway, Lady Londonderry. Very good tea. Hard to find though. I think I bought that off Amazon. This is my favorite tea of all time. And I will never forget the first time I found it. I found it in a little antique store downtown where I live that has since closed. But they had a sample of it and it was so freaking good. It's Fortum and Mason, and it's the Fort Mason tea. So this right here is the brand, and it's called the Fort Mason. This is a magnificent black tea. The best black tea I've ever had. It says it's scented with orange. When I drink it, I really don't get an overwhelming sense of orange. But you know, Lipton tea is called orange Pekoe or whatever. I think it's P-E-K-O-E. That's what Lipton is. This is like a magnificent Lipton. It's just, I can't even describe the flavor. If you ever see it anywhere, get it. We have a friend who's from England who goes back and visits periodically, and he gets me these. Anyway, worth every penny if you can find it. Wonderful black tea, but it's like a true black tea. I use so this is a loose tea, and this one I buy is also a loose tea. So these are what I use for loose tea. They're little tea bags. I have no idea. I have two different ones here. I have no idea what language that is, but I got these off Amazon. And this one right here, it's like a little bag. Like you put the tea in there and then you fold. You can't see it. There's a little lap here that you just fold over after you put your tea in. Kind of hard to fish out because there's no string, but it's really, really good. And this one doesn't leak. Keeps all the tea leaves in. And then I have this other one. I like this one because it's got a string on it. It's the same concept, and it's the one that looks like this. Again, I have no idea what that says. But it's the same little thing. It's a bag with a string, and then you put the tea in, and then you fold that lip over. I really, really like these. Amazon. Okay, now I want to talk about my favorite teacups. So this is my most favorite teacup, and I drink coffee out of these too. I kind of collect these. I like that it has a little thing. These are Royal Albert 100 years commemorative or collector mugs. They sell them on Amazon. Anyway, this one's the one called Poppy. I have a whole bunch of these, but these two are my favorite. And then I have this one. This one's called Spring Meadow. And it's got a little flower there. These are really, really pretty. And there's the bottom of that one. Yeah, I love those mugs. I've been collecting them for a while. This one I also really like. It's also Royal Albert, and it's called Cheeky Pink. And it's the Union Jack flag, but it's in pink with roses. Isn't that cute? And it's even got a little thing inside there. Yeah. I'm obsessed with England and have been really since I was a little girl. These two, I don't know that they're my favorites yet, but I just got them, so I wanted to show you. I got this one off Amazon, and it looks like this. I think I showed it in a haul video. I don't remember. And it's called Katie Alice. I've seen these on eBay too. I've used it a couple times. It's a really, really nice mug. I like this little thing here to like rest your thumb on, like that. And then I just got this one yesterday while I was in Barnes & Noble. I love the mugs in Barnes & Noble. And it's just an old-fashioned 60s or 70s looking mug. It's kind of matte, but it's also got a little flower in there. And there's the bottom of that one. This is another one of my favorites. It's a pretty ugly doll, I think is what they're called. Isn't he cute? I call him Buckers. Anyway, I love to use him. I think he's cute. And look at his little feet. This one I don't really use for tea a whole lot. I use it more for coffee, but it kind of has a funny story, so I wanted to share it. It looks like this. Here's the story behind this mug. I got this from Anthropology, and it doesn't really have a brand on the bottom, but I'll show you the bottom. It looks like that. So here's what happened with this mug. I was watching a beauty video, and it was my morning routine or get ready with me in the morning, something like that. And it showed this cup, you know, in her little coffee maker. Now, the video wasn't about coffee. It was just about her getting ready in the morning. But I immediately became obsessed with this mug. And I couldn't find it. And I sent her, I think I sent her a message or made a comment, you know, where did you get that mug? You know, I gotta have it. Please tell me. Well, she has millions of subscribers, so, you know, she didn't reply to my comment. I was hoping somebody else would see it and reply, but nobody ever did. So what I did was, and I looked for weeks for this frickin' mug. You know, I tried describing it, all this other stuff. I finally went to her blog. And I guess this particular lady is more apt to answer your questions if you put it on her blog. Somebody in her blog asked her, where did you get that mug? And she told them Anthropology. Okay, these last three, you may think I'm a little weird, but hey, it's my channel, I'm gonna share it. These are mugs I bought used off eBay. I haven't really talked about it a whole lot in my videos, but I'm not real close with my family. Never really was close to them growing up. You know, didn't have a grandma nearby, or it's just not a close relationship family. So a lot of things I like to buy, I like old things. And so I buy a lot of, not a lot, but I like to buy old things on eBay. And I especially like it if the person selling it tells a little story about it. And one of the things you find on eBay a lot is, you know, people liquidating an estate, you know, all their grandmother's china, their grandmother's flatware, you know, getting rid of it on eBay. So that's where I bought these. Somebody selling off their grandmother's china. I really like things that are old. I don't really remember the story that was behind this one. It was just somebody that said, hey, it was my grandmother's. She's passed away and nobody wants this. You know, and they're selling it. There's the name. I really like Royal Albert, if you can't tell. Anyway, so I bought that one. And I bought a whole lot more than I'm showing here. These are just my favorites. And then I have this one. I like this one because it's cute and little. And this is a Royal Chintz mug. And sometimes these are pretty expensive, but I got this one. It's kind of beat up looking and old, so I got it at a reasonable price. This one is my favorite. The guy who was selling it, it had belonged to his grandmother, who was German. And he said she drank her tea every day out of this mug. I can't believe nobody in the family wanted it because of that, you know, intense memory that she used it every day for her tea. But, you know, they sold it. I bought it. And it looks like this. It's a really pretty sage green color, and it has this neat squirrel work and some pretty flowers. There's the inside. And here's the bottom. I've never heard of it before, but they said she was German. So I guess I'm not surprised that. Anyway, and this is my favorite teacup. I think that's enough rambling. I'll probably make more tea videos here and there because I love it and I'm obsessed with it. And actually I've been drinking a lot more tea lately because I'm trying to lose some weight. And it helps with keep your stomach full, and it helps with the cravings. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.